we expected from the Georgia Pro. Zuzanna Witych riding out of Poland. Zuza, she's got a 3rd in the first event on the podium and then a 12th and a 9th, sitting in 7th overall, so just on the good side of the cut. She's hungry for a good result. She's got that trademark smooth, fast, attacking style, holding the fall line, as Zuzanna Witych now is on course at the Georgia Pro.
You would never know that she grew up quite far from the mountains, because when you see her ride, she's so comfortable in these big faces, not afraid to send it, as we see right out the gate.
Yep, biting off a different angle than we saw Elizabeth take, and it works out as she has 2 features in early on in her run. And now we're seeing Zuzanna. She's got such great technique as she just bends those skis underneath her, staying nice and centered on them. A little bit of heel pressure at the end of the turn to keep the tips from diving, as we saw happen to Justine.
Let's see where she ends up in this far skier's left couloir. Yeah, avoiding these rocks.
2 drones in play here, so you get all kinds of different views of this face popping into the top of this section. Some serious rock navigation going on here as Zuzanna Witych coming off, pointing it off the top of that, getting control again. So she is keeping it sensible. As you can see, the rest of the couloir looming out. There are some feature options down on the lower skier's right-hand side, which it looks like Zuzanna is going to go and bite off a chunk of.
Going huge. Nice. It doesn't even look like she takes air the way that she lands so quietly.
Yeah, getting the corner of that one too. So really stacking up the line score, feature after feature. A nice controlled run for Zuzanna Witych. Attack at the top, controlled at the bottom, and all the way through the finish arch. Clean run for the Polish rider Zuzanna Witych.
C'est méga bon à skier, non? Mais dur, allez, j'ai pas bien fait le dernier. Bah, si,
Back up to the top, let's see. She starts her top of her run real fast, immediately off that first cliff, few setup turns into the second, and then slows herself down, enjoys some pow, and this is where it got so technical. It's so rocky under the snow.
Yeah, and she manages to get her way perfectly to that, get right off the nose of it, the highest part that you could take off from. And then I like this, a nice corner piece. You can see her passing the old bomb hole, using the powder to slow herself down, and then catching the corner of that feature. And it wasn't even her final feature, as she gets this little bonus piece popping off that. Perfect powder landing for Zuzanna Witych. So top to bottom, textbook riding for the Polish rider living in Valais, Switzerland.
Strong riding, smooth control. I love when you see that nothing's really shaking them.
Yeah. And the Mammut line tracker showing that fall line attack approach that Zuza has become known for.
This is about to crash. This is cool. Ciao, Morska. Pozdrowienia dla ekipki całej. Jackie.
Well, Zuzanna has a legion of freeride fans back in Poland just hanging on her performances here on the World Tour.
Ouais.
See the 2 riders both eagerly awaiting for the score.
Mais ça fait un run posé, ça fait du bien. Voilà, ça fait super.
All right, well, how is Zuza's going to compare to Jenna's? It pops just up and over, and Zuzanna Witych moving into first. So Jenna's run in the hot seat.